Hi, I'm Jeff Winberg, and in this video, I wanted to show you how to find the highest paying jobs so you can make the most money possible. Now, something to keep in mind with this is that the more value you can create for people, the more money you'll ultimately make. And it's just a small shift to keep in mind. Try not to think too much like, how much can I get from this? And think more along the lines of, how much can I give? And you'll always make more, because it may not be on this particular job, but where it comes in is that you'll get hired over and over and over again. And that rehire over and over again equals a lot more money than a one-off job. So that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at how to search for the highest paying jobs on the sites. Okay, so when you're looking for jobs in whatever particular area you're looking in, what I like to do is browse across all the freelance sites out there by the highest marked budgets first. So let me show you what I mean. We'll look at Elance, since that's where I work the most, and they usually have the best paying jobs here in my experience. So I'll go to the video section, since that's where I usually hang out. And again, if you can't make videos, that's totally fine. The list over here to the left is for all the kinds of stuff people need, and this is only a portion of it. I guarantee there's something that you can do here that matches up with your expertise. Okay, so once I'm in my section, I like to go to the specific budget search here on the left, and I generally set it between 1,500 and 5,000, but you can do whatever you'd like to set it at. I just know in my section, my video section, generally there aren't a lot of jobs marked higher, but in other areas that's entirely possible to see, a $10,000 job and that sort of thing. It's just crazy what all is on here, and what can actually be paid out for these jobs. But anyway, I'm going to set it at that and see what comes back. A lot of times it'll be jobs marked with the price not sure. Now, when potential clients mark it this way, generally the bids are going to be higher because providers will bid higher, since no price is marked limiting the amount of money that the client wants to pay. So we can kind of go look through the list and see if anything stands out to bid on. Here's one I've actually already bid on, so let's take a look at it. It's for an actor/actress for 100 to 140 vlogs or video blogs. Now, that's a pretty good budget, 1,000 to 5,000. So I submitted my bid. Sounds like, pretty good job. Now, just to kind of clue you in, I actually did hear back from these people, and they wanted me to create a sample for them, which I definitely did. I actually created a couple samples. And this is where creating value for people comes into play, because I want to over deliver on whatever I can possibly do so I get the job. Not just do the bare minimum like everyone else probably will. I want to look awesome in their eyes. So that's why I ended up creating a couple different samples, give them a choice. And that was, right before making this video. So I'm waiting to hear back about all the final details, but this could be a huge job right here. So that's really how you search for the highest paying jobs on Elance. You can go back through and look for whatever else you'd like in whatever category. Now, I want to show you a sweet little tool I use to monitor other sites really easily. This is the Income Virtue software, and it monitors listings across several different sites, making it really easy to find the jobs that you want and not have to spend, hours looking through the listings. So I'll just, again, go to the video section. Then I'll sort the listings by price right here at the top. And then I'll be able to see what's listed at the highest price first. Now, sometimes they won't have a price in the actual listing, so, no price will be here. And I would then just have to look at the title and see if it, was something that sounds interesting, and then go investigate further. But this software is super handy in cutting down the time it takes to find jobs. And you'll actually get that when you become a member of Income Virtue. So that's the process I use to find the highest paying jobs. If you'd like to get the specifics on finding things you can offer, what areas pay the most, getting things set up from start to finish, all the way to, making your first dollar online, I'd suggest becoming a member of Income Virtue. Cover everything you need to make money online in depth, how to start, how to create bids that get the job, and you'll get the software to cut down on the time it takes to find work. Now, however, if you're not ready for that at this point, that's totally fine. Hopefully you can get out there and search for your next job. I'm Jeff Winberg from Income Virtue. Thanks for watching.